Seaver Way. Welcome to the home of the New York Mets. This is Citi Field. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Miami Marlins going up against the New York Mets. John Shambi and Chris Singleton with you. Well, Singy, we get to see the most powerful hitter in the league in this one. He's got home run power, baby.
Who doesn't like bombs, Boo? This guy has wowed the crowds all season. Yeah, get your popcorn ready.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And taking the ball for the Mets, David Peterson. And for some reason, he's not quite as effective here in front of his home crowd, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and the fans are well aware of that. For him, he's got to just not press and go out there and say, hey, I'm just treating this like any start. Home, on the road, it doesn't matter. My job is to focus on that catcher's mitt, attack hitters, and just try to move through a ball game. So if he can find that kind of focus, enough stuff to go out there and win a ball game.
And we are underway in game one of the series. His stolen base numbers this season are good enough to put him top 5 in baseball, Singy. And the 0-1. In the air to left center. Robert on the move. But it's off the leather. Around first and hustling for second. There comes the throw. Not in time. He's got a double.
Batting second, the designated hitter, Connor Norby.
Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins.
He really needs to start making more contact. Almost 2 strikeouts per game over his last 10.
And there's a foul ball.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Makes the catch for the out. And time now for the Marlins lineup. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. That's in for a strike. To second, and that's not it. One away with a runner at third. Here in game one of this 3-game set. On the ground. Plays the plate, and they cut him down.
I think he could have had a better read than that. With the infield back and a ball on the ground, you're expected to score if you're going to go. To get thrown out at home plate, that's probably a bad jump by the base runner, but an excellent play on defense.
Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Heriberto Hernandez.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately, working on a nice 11-game hitting streak.
The 0-1. Up the middle, and it's through for a hit. And now 2 aboard.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Digging in, Javier Sanoja. That one found hard the other way. Two on, 2 outs. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Struck him out looking. So a hit and an error in the inning, but they aren't able to score. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. We go to the bottom of the first, and on the hill, Braxton Garrett. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
To third, Sanoha. Tosses to first, one pitch and one out. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. This is a ball club that can really slug. Lots of homers, lots of extra base hits. And Chris, that of course a huge part of success in the standings for this group.
In today's game, hitting with power is essential, Boog. With pitchers throwing 95 and above, stringing hits together is hard to do. So home runs and extra base hits are crucial, and that's exactly what they've been doing.
Soto in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Lindor has to step out of the way for ball one. Lindor went deep in his most recent game. This one in the air, center field. Marcy should have this one. And there's two down.
Batting for third baseman, Mark Vientos.
And now it's Mark Vientos, the National League leader in runs batted in this year. Up the middle and a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. I always talk about it. Get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
Now at the plate, Ben Workvet. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. We played an inning. No score. Here in Queens, and now for the Marlins, Griffin Conine. Right through there for a strike. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Outside corner, got him looking.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
And up next for Miami, Kyle Stowers. Foul ball. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. No score here in the second.
Ball, that's out.
And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. So the call stands. One challenge remaining for them now. One and two here. On the ground to third. Throw to first in time.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
2 outs, base is empty. Otto Lopez will hit next. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. That misses. Ball 1. And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Ground ball right side. 3rd out. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Back here at Citi Field. And now the Mets DH, Mike Tauchman.
Definitely classify Tauchman as one of those gritty players. Willing to do whatever, get on base, get around the bases.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. In plenty of time to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Batting 7th, second baseman, Marcus Semien.
Here is Marcus Semien. This to third. Sanoha fires to first in time.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Carson Bench digs in now. Misses the zone and he gets him to chase.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Swing and a ground ball. Edwards throws to first, and that ends the inning. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. This one in the air, right field. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. And now the 0-1. To the right side, Polanco. He'll do it himself, and 1 away in the top of the 3rd.
Up next for the Marlins, second baseman, Xavier Edwards.
Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Xavier Edwards. He's 0 for 1.
Ball 1.
Top of the 3rd, no score. Fouled off. He was late.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
In the dirt, ball 2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
And right back to the mound. Throw to first in time.
Up next.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Now here's the Marlins DH, Connor Norby. He's 0 for 1. Ball one there. Fastball for a strike. And a foul ball.
Well, he gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. He's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Back here in Queens, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Luis Robert Jr. up now for the Mets. Tap foul at the plate.
Well, these Mets definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. Grounded out his first time. The 1-0. This one in the air, center field. Marcy on the move. He's got it, and there's one down.
Up next for the Mets, left fielder, Juan Soto.
Here's Juan Soto.
Still no dingers for the league leader, Boog. It's just a matter of time, and the outfielders know it. Probably should take a few steps towards the warning track.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with one gone. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down. It's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. The Mets with a chance to score first here in the last half of the third. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Robert on his way around third. He scores and they have the lead.
Well, to strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Love how he just kept it simple there. Didn't come out of his mechanics. Nice tight swing, hard hit ball.
Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Double play ball to second. The flip. There's one, and that's two. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 1-0 ball game. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show. Back here at Citi Field. And now for the Marlins, Jacob Marcy. Check swing called strike. That's strike one. In the air, left field. Reaching down, makes the catch.
Up next for the Marlins, right fielder, Heriberto.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Heriberto Hernandez. Picked up a base hit to center his first time up. On
at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Swings and misses. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Oh, there's the 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Here's the third baseman, Javier Sanoja. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
Ball.
Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4.
Hey.
And a 1-2. Two down, nobody on. Goes down looking. And 1-2-3 go the Marlins. They still trail 1-0. Ready to go, bottom 4. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Ben Workman. Center for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0 for to start the season and get into a slump.
Here's Mike Tauchman.
0-1.
Right side, Edwards. Here's Lopez for 1. On to first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Well, they had the chance at turning 2 right there, but I don't think he got a good grip on the ball as he tried to transfer from glove to throwing hand. They say you can't assume a double play. I beg to differ at the big league level, but it's going to be ruled as a fielder's choice.
1 out man at first. Now it's Marcus Semien. Line drive. And
that's
foul ball. Yo, 1. Left field. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Mets, right fielder, Carson.
So up next, Carson Bench. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
And that is the inning. Mets strand 1, but they lead it 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. And now for the Marlins, Griffin Conine. A little bit low.
That's low.
Ball 1.
You know, these Marlins, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times.
Ball 2.
And it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
That one
That's a
missed.
ball.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
And ball 4 there. Tying run is on base. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Pretty close, but it was a ball. No challenges left for them now. And here is Kyle Stowers. 0 for 1 so far. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. 1 away.
Up next for the Marlins, shortstop Otto Lopez.
1 out man at first. Next to hit, Otto Lopez.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
And that one fouled off. The 0-1. Gets him to chase after that one.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to short back, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. That one is foul, and he'll see another. Chop to first. Polanco. Lindor, that's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Mets 1 and the Marlins nothing. Back here in Queens, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Luis Robert Jr. up now for the Mets. Chopped left side. Lopez whips it to first. That's a very athletic play.
For the Mets, first baseman Jorge Polanco.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Jorge Polanco getting ready to hit. That's to third. Slings to first in time.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
2 down, bases empty. Juan Soto now. He's 2 for 2. Yeah, that's fouled off. Soto with some impressive production lately. And a big swing and a miss. Time called now. And that one almost hit him. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Outside. Yeah, that's ball 2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it, on to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. It's the Mets 1 and the Marlins nothing. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far.
I ain't trying to do too much. I'm trying to stay tapped in, yeah. Chasing you up, I don't need distractions, yeah. Connected, I'm obsessed with manifesting. The guess is I'm only worried about my checklist. Probably spent 6 on my family's expenses. Money made the memory, so I do not regret. Feeling like I'm God's best investment.
Liam Hicks,
Leading
the
off
next
for
to
the
hit.
Marlins, catcher Liam Hicks.
That one misses, and it's 1-0. There's a strike. And that one fouled off.
That's a ball.
Ground ball Ball left side, and it goes just foul. Got him swinging.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere,
that's a ball.
and it's not foul.
Edwards in the box here lets that one go for a ball. The Marlins down by a run, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Foul ball there. And that one pulled foul. On the ground right side. Polanco steps on the bag. 2 quick outs to open the top of the sixth.
Up next for the Marlins, the designated hitter, Connor Norby.
Now it's the DH, Connor Norby.
That's a ball.
Nobody in his team has scored more runs than he has this season, Singy. This one in the air. Simeon. And that is that. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. You're watching Mets baseball on the show NYC. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. And it's fouled away.
Well, these Mets doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning. All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
Stays alive. Ground ball to the right
foul.
side, and that's just foul. Puts it away for the out.
Up next for the Mets, third baseman, Mark Vientos.
Now the third baseman, Mark Vientos. 1 for 2. In the air, right field. Takes it in for the out. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Here's the catcher to hit, Ben Wertvet, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. And first offering is fouled off.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient.
Two down, nobody on. A swing and a miss as he chases way. Behind 0-2, he steps out for time. On the ground, right side. Fires over to first. And that is that. Down in order go the Mets. Back here at Citi Field. And now for the Marlins, Jacob Marcy. Swings through that one for strike one. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. Looking to get the tying run on base. Bounce to the left side.
That
And
ball's
it's
foul.
just foul. That was close. Here's the 0-2. Foul tip, strike three. A big first out here in the seventh via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
And up next for Miami, Heriberto Hernandez. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. The Mets holding on to a one-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. And he grounds one to the right side. Into the outfield, base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Up next for the Marlins, third baseman.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Here's the third baseman, Javier Sanoja, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Soto under this one. He's got it.
Up next for the Marlins, first baseman Griffin Conrad.
And here's the first baseman, Griffin Conrad.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head. If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
The 0-1. And that drops in for a strike.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Ball one.
It's a pitch out, nothing doing, and that's ball 1. Hernandez off of first with 2 away. Out to short. They get the force, and that is that. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. This is Mets baseball on the show, NYC. in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Andrew Nardi.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, one-run game. Mike Tauchman up now for the Mets. He's been a great free agent side. Mets going with a pinch hitter, Tyrone Taylor.
Well, with his speed, he could really make some things happen leading off.
Ripped, but it curls foul. And the lefty with the 0-1. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. So up next for New York, Marcus Semien. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. And it one-hops the wall. Rounds third, headed.
Marlins 0, Mets 0. Marlins 0, Mets 1. Seventh inning stretch delay.
And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Marlins 0, Mets 2.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Carson Bench.
Showed up PS5 rules.
Out towards right center field. Marcy has a beat on it. And makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with one away.
Up next for the Mets, center fielder.
So here's Robert now.
You have to find a way to score the runner from third, especially with less than 2 outs. Wait for the pitch you want and hit it as hard as you can.
This one in the air, center field. He makes the grab. Runner tags from third. He's in on the sacrifice fly. And they take a 3-run lead.
Well, these players understand how important each run is, especially as you get closer to the end of the ball game. Nice job right there to get that runner in.
Marlins 0, Mets 3.
Now a screamer into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. The relay throw. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone. He was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Andrew Nardi done for the night. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Pitching
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now it's Juan Soto. Hammered, base hit. Polanco coming around third. The relay to the plate, safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And it's 4-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. Just a cookie down the middle.
Marlins 0, Mets 4.
Once in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
2 outs, runner at first. Now it's the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. Nice grab. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Mets 4 and the Marlins nothing. This is back here in Queens. We go to the 8th. Kyle Stowers now at the plate.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes.
The 0-2. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Throws to first in time.
Up next for the Marlins, shortstop Otto Lopez.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Otto Lopez. Fouled off left side. The Fish down by 4, and we're in the top of the 8th. That's in there. That's strike 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Strikeout number 8.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boo, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating, that's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
That one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. And they'll do it again.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And the 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. 0-2 now. Got him swinging. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. 8 innings, 8 zeros as the shutout continues here. You're watching. And welcome back to the ballpark. This offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And a good start to the inning.
Up next for the Mets.
Here's the catcher, Ben Workvett, 1 for 3. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Here's your 1. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Nice grab on the run. 1 down.
Up next for the Mets, designated hitter, Tyrone Taylor.
And next is the designated hitter, Tyrone Taylor. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one carrying. And it is out of here.
Hello.
Third
Show
home run
that
of the season.
PS5 was.
And they add to the lead.
Marlins 0 Mets 3. Pitching change delayed. Marlins 0 Mets 4. Home run. Marlins 0 Mets 6.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
1 down. Marcus Semien up now for the Mets. That one ripped left field. That's back. And gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add a run. It's 7-0.
First pitch hacking.
Home
It
run.
paid off for him in a big way.
Marlins 0 Mets 7.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move. New pitcher for the Marlins, Ryan Gusto. He's into the game with the bases empty. So digging in, Carson Benj. 0 for 3 in this one. Into center and a base hit. And a man aboard.
Up next for the Mets, center fielder,
Luis Robert now.
Robert Jr.
Drops a bunt down the first base side. Here's Lopez for 1.
Oh,
Over
he's
to
safe.
first, safe.
Up next for the Mets, first baseman, Jorge Polanco.
Back to the top of the order, Jorge Polanco getting ready to hit. 1 for 4 with a double. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on.
And that's the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. Last chance coming up here for the Marlins. We go to the
Leading
9th.
off for the
Now it's the Marlins
second
leadoff
baseman,
hitter, Xavier Edwards.
Aye.
And that one is lifted in the air. Robert under it. And there's 1 down.
Up next for the Marlins, the designated hitter.
Now here's the Marlins DH, Connor Norby.
Ball.
1 down, base is empty here in the 9th.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Got him looking. And the Marlins with just 1 out left.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the
Up
zone.
next
And
for the
I think that
Marlins,
tells you all you need to know
center
about
fielder,
what he was
Jacob
looking
Martin.
for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
Marcy in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Up the middle. On to first. Ball game. And the Mets take this one in a blowout.
Terrific job in this game. He scattered 2 hits and pretty dominant. Efficient with his pitch count. Got himself all the way to the finish line and finished what he started.
Marlins 0, Mets 7.
For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
We just pray that we get old. My is gone. If they was not in the field, I won't put their name in the song. I've been in the song. Calling my from jail, just praying they pick up the phone. Try to get home to come get it with me. If they was too busy, I'll get it alone. Watch how you approach. Young in the goat. I'm blessed like I run with the boat. If I'm on the yacht, got my on the boat. I'm not like you, they wanna be broke. When it got cold, I'm one of the cold. My uncle was tripping, he wanted some. I'm trying to be the richest little, you know. This paper get thrown, see who pick up the most. I was with mama, didn't know. This might be the realest I never wrote. I got it, just know it fit inside my coat. So many feelings spilling out my